Scream is something I've always enjoyed. I've loved most of all the films, and I've always really looked forward to what they say and the cast, because they've always been the perfect blend of like comedies and horror and everything else in between, really. And as someone who watched it way too young, the original film, especially the opening of the original, that was terrifying. So I always thought that they were these like deeply depraved films, and then when I went into my teens, I realized that they're actually comedies, wrapped up in like horror, but also commentaries on films at the time. So when it coming around to Scream 7, I was looking forward to it, despite the negative reception around it, mainly because I wanted to see a new Scream film. And obviously, there's a lot of controversy surrounding the film running up to its release, but I thought I'll just go and see it as a film, independent of anything else, just to see how it is. And honestly, in some ways, I wish I didn't, because it's apparent that the franchise itself now is becoming the thing that it once sought out to comment on. These things stem from Scream 5, as much as people would want to may push against that. But I definitely saw in Scream 6 that, okay, we're more becoming the thing that it sought out to comment on. So this film seeks out to tackle AI, but it really doesn't. We have a returning killer in Stu Macker, played by Matthew Lillard, and everything surrounding that character is really bad in this film. I appreciate that, like, he is playing it up as before the reveal, as obviously not everything is as it seems. However, it just doesn't work fundamentally, because from the beginning, this isn't as it seems. And I appreciate that the characters are also weary around that subject of how Stu is around. However, but that's just like the canary in the coal mine for the rest of this film, because it fundamentally doesn't work. The characters are not there. The film itself doesn't seek out to comment on anything, because it hasn't got anything to say. And that's the problem when your entire film franchise is built off trying to say something. So we get around to Scream 7, with Scream 8 on the horizon as well. It just doesn't... It feels like it's more having diminishing returns now, because we're bringing back these characters. For example, Sidney Prescott should be long gone out of this franchise now. Her perfect ending was in 5, and that passing on to a new generation. Because how many times can we realistically go around with this character and expect to be scared for them? Because she's going to survive. It's inevitable. Like, she will, and that's fine. Not every character you can have stakes without a character dying. That's not the problem. The problem is that you have this character who's gone through so much, and she still is. And the problem is, you need to have a reason for for the killers to be out to get her, and they're not. And especially in this film, this has no commentary. This is 100% the worst killer reveal in the entire franchise. And it's even made funnier, where it just feels like they had to find somebody to be the killer to have all these things going on. And it would work if stuff happens in the film, and it would work if the commentary was, it doesn't matter who the killers are. But the problem is, it still has nothing to say, because you can have meaning in the absence of meaning, if that is the point. But there is no point here, and it really works against the film. The film's also poorly directed. I understand this is Kevin Williamson's franchise, and he was stepping in, and it definitely seems like a payment gig for him. I doubt he would. He has said he has not returned for the follow-up, and I can see why. This is really a step down directing compared to the other 6 now. First of all, directed by Wes Craven, and the 5 and 6 directed by Radio Silence. But it's just so clear that like nothing works in this film. It doesn't look good. It's not written well, and some stuff is really badly acted. Like, it's nice, and you can make the argument that Sidney Prescott is the franchise, a bit like how Harry Potter is the world. So I can understand why it could be difficult to move beyond certain things, and that's more an example on how we should just let things die. But this is not it. Yeah, this is it for I don't think there's much hope for the franchise going forward unless they really pull out the stops or something. And to be fair though, it doesn't seem like there's much more to be said. And I know I've just said that, but and a lot of the what's the right word? A lot of the problems were starting in 6 big time, because everything to do with Sam and everything to do with her seeing Billy is kind of dumb. And to be fair, Scream as a franchise is a very camp franchise, but it was starting to be a bit like bending reality, and it's never been 100% universe, especially with the voice and the voice changes and all that, and how, there's a big trope that the killers always act sane until they get revealed, and then they act like they've been insane the whole time, and it just, you can suspend your disbelief. But in 7, it really doesn't work, especially when the film opens with the guy from American Vandal, with the Stumacher house burning down. And once you get to the end of the film, there is no reason for that to have happened, even with trying to drum up the whole return of Stumacher. It makes no sense in the film. It doesn't set any stakes. You could look at it as commentary about Kevin Williamson to like burn the franchise down. And remove it from the past. You could look at it like that, but the film doesn't go into that. That could be just his way of getting around where he sits with Scream. Again, they're trying to like everything to do with Sidney's family. It's fine. It's mostly a passable film, but I just think it's a bad Scream film. Like, you're not. I wouldn't say it's money wasted, but it's definitely not money well spent. And it's just, it's possibly it's not possibly, it is the worst in the franchise, and definitely a film franchise that needs to probably take a rest now. Bring it back again in a few years, decades or so, when you've got a really strong idea, because that's what these films should be. They should never fully go away. They should always be a moment in time, because that's where they sit. Like Scream 1, commentary on slashers. Scream 2, commentary on sequels. Scream 3, Hollywood. Scream 4, remakes. Scream 5, that's the requel thing. So extending from 4 in themes, but realistically, like, it's about requels like Force Awakens and all that stuff. 6 doesn't really have commentary other than expanding the world and doing the obligatory in Manhattan film that sequels tend to do, or in New York. But this one has nothing to say, and when your franchise is built on that fact, it's really hard to buy into it when it fails at doing it. So it sets itself up to failure way more than other films would than doing the obligatory sequel, which it's all for money, but everything is made for money. Even films that win Oscars hope to return a profit. But yeah, when that's part of the DNA of your franchise, you set yourself up for that criticism, and it's an open goal for this one. So yeah, Scream 7, not the best, the worst of the franchise, and probably a disappointing end if they continue to not move forward. But they will, because it made a lot of money. So I guess Scream 8 will be even worse.